Hello everyone and welcome back to Lounging with Lenny. My name is Lenny. Today I'll show you how to make very delicious peposo. Peposo is a traditional Tuscan black pepper stew, originated in Florence, Italy. I'm making my peposo recipe with short ribs, garlic, lots of black pepper, and a whole bottle of Italian red wine. Chianti. Peposo is super delicious and goes great with polenta. First of all, I will make vegetable stock for my polenta. Take one onion, dice it large, 1 carrot, dice it large as well, 1 celery stalk, 2 garlic cloves, smash them with a knife, couple strings of parsley, couple strings of thyme, 2 bay leaves, and about 10 peppercorns. Get a saucepan and transfer all vegetables in. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, press the bell, press notify me to get notified about my new videos. Season it with 1 tablespoon of salt, tap it with 6 cups of cold water and put it on the stove. Bring it to a boil, lower the heat to low and let it simmer for 35 minutes. For this Tuscan beef stew recipe, I'm using 3 pounds of beef short ribs. I got a whole rack from a local butcher and I'm cutting it by myself into individual pieces. Peposo is a great Italian beef stew and it's perfect for this time of the year, fall and winter. It is a hearty stew with an incredible flavor and everyone in your family will love it. Cut it and tie it up with a butcher's string, so when you are braising the meat, the bone stays there. If you don't have no access to short ribs, you can substitute it with a beef chuck, but make sure to cut it into large cubes. You can serve your peposo with almost anything you want: pappardelle pasta, risotto. By the way, you can check the risotto recipe in the video description down below and in the right corner now. And it goes great with a sourdough toast. Just dip it into this delicious sauce. Follow your taste and serve this peposo with whatever you want. Place short ribs into the sheet pan and put it aside for now. Now let's prep other ingredients. Take 2 tablespoons of peppercorns, put them between the kitchen towel and crush them with something heavy. First I tried to do it with a saucepan, but it didn't work out. So I got meat tenderizer and crushed it with the flat side of it. And it worked perfectly. Remember to use whole peppercorns, do not use pepper powder or already crushed black pepper. because whole peppercorns will have more aroma and add more flavor to the dish. But don't think that the dish will become very peppery. By the end of the braising, you won't feel the peppercorn that much. It mellows as it cooks in a red wine. Take 15 garlic cloves and chop it fine. Now it's time to marinate the meat. Take a bowl, add some salt, little chopped garlic, some freshly ground black pepper, place a couple short ribs on top, season with some more salt, garlic, black pepper, pour some olive oil, top with the rest of the meat, and repeat the seasoning process. Mix it all together with your hands and marinate the meat for 30 minutes. My vegetable stock is ready. Strain it and put it aside. Preheat the pot to medium-high heat and let's sear the short ribs. Make sure not to throw away the oil with garlic where you are marinating the meat. I will use it later. Sear your short ribs, starting with the bone side down. Sear it until it gets golden brown from both sides. And make sure not to overcrowd your pot. Sear it by batches. It is very important to sear the meat before braising. It will enhance the flavor of any dish. Once all the short ribs are seared, place them into the sheet pan. Take a dip sheet pan or dish that can safely go into the oven where you will braise your short ribs. Take the oil and garlic where your meat was marinated. Transfer everything into the sheet pan. Add 5 cups of Chianti, Italian red wine, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, 2 tablespoons of crushed black pepper that I crushed earlier, 4 bay leaves, some fresh thyme, couple strings of rosemary, mix it, season it with some salt, and place seared short ribs in. Cover it with aluminum foil and place it into preheated 300 degrees Fahrenheit oven for 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, remove the meat from the oven and flip it. Cover it back with the aluminum foil and place it back into the oven to braise. Total braising time will be 3.5 hours, but every 40 minutes you need to remove the meat from the oven and flip it. After 3.5 hours, your meat will become fork tender. Transfer short ribs into the sheet pan and put it into the warm place, maybe on top of the oven. Take a saucepan and strain the braising liquid. Put it on a stove, bring it to a boil, reduce the heat, and skim all the fat. I personally hate when the food is greasy. Some people think that this fat is good and it brings the flavor to the sauce. But if you don't want to get a stroke, make sure to skim it. None of the sauces should have this thick fat cap. Reduce the heat to low and let the sauce simmer for 8 minutes. This way the liquid will evaporate and sauce will get slightly thicker. Now let's make polenta. I have this beautiful vegetable stock that I made earlier. Pour 5 cups of the stock into the pot, bring it to a light simmer, season it with some salt, add 1.5 cups of polenta, and cook it for 20 minutes, constantly stirring. You don't want to burn your polenta, and while you stir it, it will cook evenly. On the 15th minute, transfer the short ribs into the pot top it with the sauce, cover with the lid, and put it on low heat. You just want to warm it up and coat the short ribs with this beautiful sauce. My polenta was cooking for 20 minutes. Shut off the heat, add half a cup of shredded Parmigiano Reggiano, mix it, and add 2 tablespoons of butter. Mix it all together, and it's time to plate. Place this delicious creamy polenta into the center of the plate. Cut off the butcher strings from the meat, remove the bone, and place the short rib meat bone side down. Top it with some sauce. Decorate it with some fresh rosemary and enjoy this delicious, flavorful peposo. Please do me a favor, share it with your family and friends, and I think that this dish deserves some thumbs up. Comment down below what you think about this peposo and if you want to make it.